Hi, I'm Will Brøger, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this episode, I wanted to show you how I made some dungeon tiles for playing Dungeons & Dragons. I've actually been very happy with my tabletop TV, and I've used it a couple of times since I built it, and it works perfectly. The size is great and all that stuff. And a huge shout out to Infinite Realms for all the software they did. I really like it. But sometimes I really want to have some more hands-on experience when I play Dungeons & Dragons. I made some dungeon tiles inspired by Black Magic Craft and RP Archive, the Master of Magnets. I will link to those in the description below. But let's get started. In Denmark, it's very hard to get the correct foam if you don't want to go broke. I found this XPS foam in an online hobby store, which is 10mm thick and 40 by 30 centimeters, and it was at a recent price. I decided to work in inches to make it easier to work with a good size grid, but to be close as possible to the metric system, I decided that 1 inch was 2.5 centimeters instead of 2.54, which is an American inch. This was just to make it easier to measure with my centimeters rulers. I wanted it to make the tiles in 3 by 3 inches and cut up some foam on my newly bought Proxxon foam cutter. I found this angle tool, and it is perfect for the job. It is exactly 2.5 centimeters wide. So to measure out the grid, it was so easy. To mark up the grid, I set the width to 1 inch and just barely touched the foam to the wire, and it worked perfectly. To attach the magnets in the correct spot, I had to come up with an idea how to build a jig. At first I thought about 3D printing one, but my 3D printer does not have a print area big enough if I wanted it to make a bigger tile than 3 by 3 inches. And I had planned to make some 6 by 6 inches, and that wouldn't be big enough. And what if I wanted to go bigger than that? So I decided just to build one in wood. And now for the final test. I also marked the jig with some lines for each inch, so it was easier to mark up bigger pieces of foam. And those holes are just perfect. I had to widen them with a small file, but it worked, and it didn't take long. My glue gun was out of commission, so I came up with the idea of using some UV resin from my 3D printer to attach and glue in the magnets, and it worked pretty good. To give the surface a rock-like structure, I used some alufoil, which was curled up, and just hit it with it. And then I started to mark up the lines a bit better so they were more visible. And now for a test. This is starting to look pretty good. And I decided to make some 6x6 tiles as well. But the Proxxon foam cutter was not tall enough so I could mark it up with the wire. So I had to use a ruler and a knife. results. And I was lucky. I found this box in a supermarket, and it just was like it was made for it. 26 small tiles and 4 6x6s. Just perfect. And again, a huge shout out to Black Magic Craft for sharing all his experiences and crafting. He's been a big inspiration for me. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I will really appreciate it a lot. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.